say, Juliet, you're a terrible judge of character. Juliet, you see the good in people. You are too overcritical. Lots and lots. But today we're going to try the we listen but we do not judge challenge. Nigeria edition, of course, because I know Nigeria has lots of confessions to make. But I can assure you that I do not judge people at all. I listen, okay? I want. Of course I want. Posted to a video. What are people saying all this? I'm not judging or anything. That guy is really obsessed over you, girl, and that's not a healthy obsession. Hello. What's that reaction? I don't understand. In my part one in the university, there is this course I really liked and understood effortlessly. During test, I got 40 over 40, but still managed to get a C. Congrats, baby. Of course, you would want to know what happened. Of course not. Or maybe not. I want to know what happened. Anyway, it went wrong during the exam. I mixed up two different questions. One said, explain the features, while the other said, explain the reasons. And as usual, I switched the questions in my head and gave the answers for question features to reason and the answer for question reason to features. I got 13 in the exam and ended up with a 53 after getting 100% CA. Oh my god, that's so sad. God, it's really devastating and it will be really heartbreaking and sad to actually get that close to your goal, you understand, and then this mixed up comes up. I feel maybe she was thinking about things or she was worried or tense, exam tension. And yeah, I don't think this is something we should judge you for. This is actually relatable to a lot of people since there are times when you get exam fever and you mix up questions because you are working with time, you are scared, you want to get things done very fast, so you get really hyper, really tensed up, and then things just gets mixed up in your head. Yeah, baby girl, it's totally cool. Okay, let's get to the next one. I'm doing great so far. That's actually very sad and I feel bad for her. Oh my god, is this what I saw? Statistics 201 had 30 over 30 in test and 28 over 70 in exam. Also now made the exam super tough. Boasted to friends I would have at least a B, cause I knew I got everything in test and 30 over 70 in exam was the worst I thought I would have. I was off by 2 marks. One name. This is actually very sad. There was also this time that I did very well in test and I thought I was going to do great in exam, only for them to bring one stupid question from where I do not know, probably the pit of hell. I gave us an exam for us to solve. We were busy sweating so much. By the grace of God, the way I passed my exams, the way I graduated from university, it is God's blessings, the grace of God, because Nigerian exam system. I don't know what the lecturers have against us. I don't think there are so many Nigerian versions of we listing, but we don't judge scenarios here. So maybe we'll just go to a random one. There's one here called Indonesia. I don't know what language this is. They're having a very interesting conversation here. So still on Nigeria edition, University of College. This one said, I'm just surviving. Now we listen and we don't judge. This Reddit page is entirely dedicated to that. So the first one is busted to a video. What? Busted to a video of a golden retriever. Jesus, I can't. What is this? This is disgusting. What is this? People are crazy. I can't do this. That's not the only post here. Why did I open this condemned page? You all are wondering what's wrong with this girl. I can't say it. It's sick. Okay, I can't. There is another one. I just needed to say it. Please don't judge me for this. Okay, what's that, baby? I've been feeling lost, like I'm doing everything right, but still not quite right. I show up, I smile, but inside it's hard to keep up the act. Sometimes I just want peace, not perfection. If you ever feel this way or felt this way, you're not alone. And that's sad. Why do you think people want to judge you for that? That's just you being human. Sometimes we feel like fitting in, sometimes we just mirror everyone's reaction and everyone's behavior around us. We try to blend in so that we don't stand out or feel left out. But the truth is, if you keep doing that, you will forget who you are. And all you are becomes what people want to see in you. You begin to mirror what everyone wants to see. You don't get the chance to be yourself. I totally understand what she's going through, and it would be unfair to judge her for feeling like a human. I lost my job today. Same story as a lot of others, okay? Budget costs, and I wasn't the only one. I am a single 30-year-old who is ugly and mediocre. Don't call yourself ugly, please. In every aspect of my life. I live in a major city whose rent is too much for me to keep my place. No one knows that having to get up every day to go to work was the only thing that was keeping me alive. Okay? Don't tell me he lost his job. Because I knew it was a responsibility. Oh, wait, she actually said it at the beginning. I lost my job today. Oh, no, that's sad. It was a responsibility that I had. Now I don't have it. There is nothing holding me. Why are people? Why are people saying this on Reddit? I mean, it's good you said it. Now we have to really help this person. 3 days ago, please tell me this person didn't do what. I would do anything to feel a second of what happiness feels like. I would do anything for a job. But should I keep reading this? Is this person still alive? Sorry, hold on a second. If you are going through something like this, please, you need to understand that even though you are going through a lot in life and you lost your job, a job, you're working for someone who is trying to use you to make money. I know it's not easy, but you need to understand that you will find another job. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Don't see that job you have presently as your whole life, as something that keeps you. I know some people use work to escape their troubles, their problems. But you need to also understand that you should have other things you're doing, maybe a hobby, maybe you should have friends, family, people that keep you happy, that elevate your worries. You understand? Even that is nice because me and friends. I can't say I have friends like that. But please, people should try and stop focusing their happiness on worldly things. Now I'm dragging religious into this. But you have to find joy in little things, in the air you breathe, in the people you have around you, in the trees, the sky, your environment. I kind of feel the pain. I feel his pain. I understand what he's going through. I just hope he's okay. This is not something to be judged for. This is something that needs to be considered. It needs you need help, sir. You need help. You need to be advised. You need to be taken for therapy. Like this is really serious. And the fact that many people are going through this is just overwhelming. I just hope he's okay. Now I'm a little bit worried. Let's check his account and see. Why is it typing like that? Is it trying to look for attention or is it really, really very sad? Just really ruined my day. I was walking with my friends across the street, and this boy screamed how I was chubby and calling me chubby. Oh, why are you so mean? Yeah, people will always be mean. There are sometimes when people call you slim. There are sometimes when people will call you weird. There are sometimes when people will call you a clown. There are sometimes when people will call you fat. There are sometimes when people will call you odd. You understand? People will always say mean things to you. But what matters is that you don't take it seriously. You just try to get hold of yourself. Just try to love yourself for who you are and focus on making yourself better or improving on yourself. Of being yourself best friend. You understand? Be that person you love when you look at yourself in the mirror. Do not think about what people say because people are going through a lot in life. And they are pushing their insecurities on you because they want you to feel terrible. They want you to feel as bad as they feel. So another one, dude, holy something. Why is new Super Mario Bro blah 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 blah? I do not care about your games. Sorry. Really kills me that the older I get, the more I realize the people I looked up to in my family are losers. Huh? People I would self segregate from in real life. The reality check is I would never be around my mom or dad willingly. There are people that I would. Okay, why are people saying all this? I'm not judging or anything, but you need to understand that everybody's experience is different. What did his parents do to him? What did his family do to him? I feel people are going through a lot in life, but they shouldn't generalize it and throw their negative experience on others like self. Just understand that it's your family problem. You can advise, but do not say we all need this reality check where our family members do not like us. I know my family member like me. I understand, I know, and I've seen it. Is it just me or people are just so annoying? Yeah, I want to understand why people are annoying. I am 36, a male, and I feel like I'm getting to the point where certain kind of people are probably due to experience, but people that make everything about themselves or always trying to brag or one up you. I noticed this in a couple long term friendships. I feel like hanging out with them feels more like an obligation. My wife is worried that I'll end up distancing myself from old friends. Is it just me? Well, I'm a terrible person to advise you on that because I don't even have that many friends and I'm not one who keeps friendships. I'm sorry. I feel ashamed to say it, but I'm a lone person. I love to be on my own. I don't like dragging people into my space. But considering what he said, yeah, maybe that's one of the reasons why I don't really keep many people around me. Because sometimes when you're in a certain friendship or you are around a certain circle, it gets to a point where you feel alone. Imagine being around so many people and feeling all by yourself because you just feel people do not understand you or people, I don't know, there's just nothing that comes with it. You understand? So I understand if it feels his long-term friendships aren't the way they used to be, if he's feeling distant or he just doesn't want to be around that circle anymore, it's possible he has matured from the circle, or it's possible he just their interest changed, so he just doesn't see them the same way. Maybe they are still treating him the same way they used to treat him, but he just doesn't view it in that lens anymore. He has upgraded, or he has just seen life in a different way. So yeah, he said they always try to brag or one up you. They're truly not your friends if they're making you feel low about yourself. Oh, easy on me, baby. Na, 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 na. We listen and we don't judge. Trent prompted Mike to reveal a cruel 2 years long prank. How can I learn to start trusting him again? What? What did he do, baby? My husband saw TikTok videos this week about couples saying we listen and we don't judge. They're revealing something bad or funny they do behind their partner's back. He pressured me to participate because he said he had something very funny to admit, but I had to go first to justify his. When it was his turn, he told me he removed things from my computer to make it very slow and unusable. 2 years ago, in 2022, my computer suddenly started running like garbage, and I could never figure out what was wrong. I primarily use it for school and playing online games with my siblings because I don't live close to them anymore. Now I can hardly browse the internet, let alone play games on it. I couldn't afford a new computer because only I am working right now. He told me it would take him only a moment or a minute to fix whatever it was, but he just never wanted to. When I asked him why he would do that, he said it's because I should spend all my time with him, and he didn't like that I would play games a few times a week. My feelings are very hot right now, and I am having a hard time believing anything he says right now. How can I get my mind off things? People really go through a lot in a relationship, you know. But that guy is really obsessed over you, girl, and that's not a healthy obsession. That's obsession in general. It's not healthy. I feel that guy manipulated you a lot, and yeah, he's trying to control you, trying to wrap you around his finger, more like a narcissistic vibe. But I won't judge him because I don't know. I don't know from where he's coming from. I don't know how often you are using your laptop, but that was very cruel of him, and he could have spoken to you about it. Try to keep your eye open, you understand? Monitor his behavior, his act, and see if he has other manipulative tendencies he has been doing that you do not know about. I'm not saying doubt him, just keep your eyes more open, you understand, baby? Baby girl, you get me. Girls, single ladies, enjoy your single life. Relationship world is really, really scary. So that's all for today. I really appreciate you a lot. I really enjoyed this section of we listen but we don't judge. And I don't know how many times I judged people, probably a lot, but I tried my best to not take it over critically and advise in a little way I can. Even though most of this I do not relate to because I'm not a relationship person. So yeah, if you want me to do more videos like this, give this video a thumbs up and yeah, subscribe to my channel to see more of me. So yeah, I'm Miss P and bye for now. See you soon. Bye.